Welcome back to the North Carolina Hospital WebEOC System training videos. In this training video, we will review the operations of the activity log and sharing significant events with your hospital, region, or throughout the state. To access the activity log, please click on the words Activity Log in your control panel. Your activity log is set up specifically for your hospital. In your activity log, you will see other records added from your hospital, but you will not see other records from other hospitals, the region, or the state. Your activity log is only viewable by your position. To add a new record, you click on the New Record button in the top right-hand corner of the screen. This opens up your new record input. The first decision you need to make is how you want to share this record. Do you want to leave it in your activity log where only people from your hospital can see it? Do you want to share it to your hospital significant events board, which is where you would copy out significant key events at your hospital, but still keeping those records within your hospital system? Do you want to share that activity log with the region and make it a regional significant event? Or do you want to share that activity log record with the state and the region by clicking on Statewide Significant Event? It's important to note that if you choose Statewide Significant Event, it will also be viewable by your region and inside your hospital. For now, let's stick with an activity log, because this is where you would make a notation of what you're doing in a command center. So we're going to make a report that basically says we've received a damage report from one of our wings. So there has been a damage report from the West Wing. There's been a damage report from the West Wing. A window is broken. You can add an address for this record if you'd like to, all within one string. So I'll add an address. And then if I'd like to add that record to a map, I need to click on the Get Address button, which will then go out and look for that address and give you some opportunities for where it may connect. If you want that to have a label next to it, you can then put on a map label for, so here we'll put Damaged West Wing. You can add 2 attachments to that, and then it automatically adds your name and your telephone number here as a point of contact. If you're doing documentation for other users in WebEOC or who may not have WebEOC, here you can go in and change your name to Jane Doe or whoever you may be taking that for. Notice you'll have a Save, Cancel, and Spell check button in the bottom right-hand corner. For right now, we're going to hit the Save button, and you'll notice that that record is then added to your hospital activity log. You've got the user that entered it in, the damage report, the event type, any attachments. These would show up as paper clips here. You can click on the map to open up the new map. And if you want to update the record, you have the ability to come in here and click Update. It's important to note the importance was set as high, and this is an activity log record. To update this record, you click on the Update button, and if you've gotten additional information, you can add it back into details. It's important to note that you'll notice that the old details were moved down into the record history section of the form. So here we can go in and say 3 windows. 3 windows have been broken. So as I hit the Save button, it then will add the new data to the top of that record and keep the old data at the bottom of the record. So again, it's always going to keep an incident record, it will always keep a record of your past reports. If we want to come in here and put in a new record, we'll select this one as a hospital significant event so you can see how this may take place. I want to put in a fire report. Fire in the East Building. Come down and hit the Save button, and 2 things will happen. You'll notice that 1, the next record gets put in the top of the activity log. You can see that it's a flash report, and it's noted as a hospital significant event. It's important to note that because also over in our control panel, you can see that the text is turned red for hospital significant event. If I click on that hospital significant event, I then have a slightly different view of just that significant event. Significant events for hospitals are normally boards that are put up on projector screens in front of command centers or things of that nature so that your leadership has an idea of the key events that are going on throughout the event. I'm going to close out our significant events board, and we can come in and add one additional record. Now this time it's going to be a statewide significant event. Notice I've added a statewide significant event. Put it as a low priority so you can see what that looks like, and hit the Save button. Again, you can note there that it then says statewide significant event, and you can see that that statewide significant event now shows up here in our control panel. You do have the ability to update your own records from the statewide significant event view if you choose to, but normally when you'll see other records coming in here from throughout the state, you will not see this update button here overall. When it comes to visibility, it's important to note that activity log entries that remain in the activity log are only viewable by your hospital. If your hospital is part of an overall corporation, that corporation does have a corporate account that they log into WebEOC. They can see your hospital significant events, but they cannot see your individual activity logs. State Office of EMS regional RAC coordinators have access to be able to view all regional significant events, as well as state OEMS staff working out of the EOC can see both regional and statewide significant events. You do have the ability from your activity log to filter by priority or do a search, and that search will go through and search for data that happens to be in the details. So if we were looking for a record with the word animals in it, I could type in animals here, hit the search button, and it would only show me records with the word animals in the details field. That concludes the WebEOC demo on how to use the activity log in the North Carolina WebEOC hospital system.